Hi guys. So, did you guys already see the Agatha trailer? So I just saw it yesterday when it came out, obviously. And what I really want to do is I want to literally Google on Reddit like the synopsis or the script for the whole show, because I'm sure someone has it out there already. Someone must have leaked it. But I just can't because of the horror story that happened with me in Multiverse of Madness when I did that. It was probably like the worst things I've ever done. So like 4 or 5 months before Multiverse of Madness came out, I don't know what came over me, but I was like Googling things about the movie and stuff like that, and I came across the whole script of the movie on Reddit. Like literally 4 to 5 months before it came out in the movie theater. And I was like, there's no way this is going to be accurate, because it wasn't the whole script, but it was like every scene, like a summary of what happens in every scene. Like this person dies, this person comes out, this person fights this person makes this cameo. So it was more like that. And I was like, I don't know, like this might be a little out there. Like there was so much that was very like out there. Then comes the day when the movie came out, and it's like everything, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, but everything was exactly how they wrote it on Reddit, except the part where there was like an extra character from the Illuminati, and then also the beginning with Mordo getting killed by the Scarlet Witch. That was not in the movie. So they only got like 2 or 3 things wrong, but out of the whole movie that they leaked, basically, that's pretty good. So that was like a reliable source. I have no idea whose account that was, but that's not the point. So I don't want to do this with Agatha, but I really want to, because it ruined the whole movie experience for me when I did that, because there was no surprises. It was just like, oh, I knew that was coming. Oh, I knew that was coming. Oh, I knew that was coming, because I already spoiled it for myself. So it made the whole movie a letdown, honestly, and like sadly. It made the whole movie a letdown, and I was just not impressed by the movie afterwards. I love the movie now, and of course there's a lot of things that they could have made better. Like there was so much they could have made better, but the movie's done. Like there's no like redoing it, you know? And I just know I would have enjoyed the movie so much more had I not read that. And now I know not to do that for anything else ever, because that ruined the whole movie for me. So moving forward, this came out, and I want to know everything before it comes out. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I think I had no idea what The Witch's Road was when I saw the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch it. If you don't want to watch it, then don't watch this video, because we're going to talk about the trailer a little bit. I don't normally talk about trailers, but this one I kind of want to like talk about and kind of manifest something. I didn't know what The Witch's Road was. I read this volume of Scarlet Witch way back, like probably like 2 years after this came out, or maybe like a year after this came out. So The Witch's Road is mentioned in this volume of the complete collection of the Scarlet Witch by, what's his name? James Robinson. This is actually for sale on my Poshmark, because it wasn't my favorite, and I treat all my things like diamonds. This is basically in new condition, as you can see. So it's on sale for really cheap on my Poshmark. Just type in the title, type in my name. My name is my first name, Ben, middle initial M, and then my last name, Abaroa. I have a ton of other books and a ton of other comic books that I'm selling there. So buy them for me, please, because I don't have space on my shelves anymore. So if you want it, buy this. I don't know if it's hard to find or not, but The Witch's Road is mentioned in here. I don't remember pretty much anything in this one. It just wasn't that good to me, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that love it. For me, I just didn't really like it, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that like it But the Witch's Road is mentioned in that, and it's mentioned in Agatha in the trailer that just came out. So I Googled the Agatha show, and this article came up. It says, what is the Witch's Road and why is it important? It says, because I honestly forgot what the Witch's Road was. Let's see. Okay, the Witch's Road is depicted as a magical conduit or pathway through which witches can travel. It serves as a bridge between realms. Let's see. Okay. In the latest Agatha All Along trailer, Catherine Hahn's character, Agatha Harkness, appears with a mysterious teenage companion, which is Joe Locke. And in the cast online, it shows him as Wiccan. I don't know. Wiccan is Scarlet Witch's son, Billy, if you've read the comics. But I don't know if this is like our Wiccan or if this is like, you know how she did that thing with Quicksilver, brought him from another universe, or brought, I don't even know what that was, honestly. Was that even clear? Like, did she bring him from another universe, or was it just someone that happened to look like, well, not look like, but I'm so confused by that. Like, he is the one from the X-Men universe, or is he not the one from the X-Men universe? I know his name was another name, but we never got any clear answers on that, so I still don't know. So that's why I'm wondering, like, could she have done something similar with this Wiccan, and this Wiccan is not the 616 universe Wiccan, and it's like another universe Wiccan, or like it's not really the Wiccan, or it's like someone that she's made to think that it's Wiccan. I have no idea. But Wiccan is probably one of the coolest characters, and he has one of like the greatest powers, like maybe even better than Scarlet Witch sometimes, just because of like what he's capable of. He's like the demiurge. If you don't know what that is, just Google it. So it says here, they recruit allies for a journey along the legendary Witch's Road. This path is filled with dangers and promises to provide witches what they lack. Agatha, who seeks to regain her lost powers from Wanda, embarks on a journey into uncharted realms to reclaim what Wanda took from her. Okay, let's see. The path is only accessible to skilled magic users and serves as a gateway between different magical dimensions, allowing access to powerful arcane energies. The journey is dangerous due to its challenges and formidable mystical beings. Okay. The Witch's Road holds profound... Sorry, I was just making sure that it wasn't blurry. The Witch's Road holds profound significance in the narrative of Agatha All Along. Introduced as a mystical pathway in the show, it serves several purposes. Agatha seeks to regain her powers, along with Joe Locke, a mysterious teen who is intent on accompanying her. He bears a striking resemblance to Billy Kaplan. Okay, that's what the cast says that he is. He's Wiccan. Wanda and Vision's son, who becomes the hero Wiccan in the comics. Joe appears driven by a mysterious agenda that may involve resurrecting Wanda Maximoff. This mirrors past events where Agatha herself returned from the brink through the mystical powers of the Witch's Road. It not only drives Agatha Harkness's quest for power and redemption, but also allows for the exploration of deeper magical realms and expands the narratives in the MCU. Okay. I have to say that I'm so tired of people saying Marvel is over, Marvel is done, because a couple shows here, a couple movies there were not good. You cannot expect every single project to be for you. Do you know what I mean? There are tons of Marvel comics that come out that are probably the best comics ever to certain people that I probably hate or that I don't like at all, you know? But does that make the comic bad? No. Same for the movies, same for the shows. Does that make the show bad? No. Does that make the movie bad? No. the past 2 years, there have been a lot of projects that a lot of people don't love about Marvel. Everyone's saying like Marvel's over, Marvel's done, the MCU flopped, blah, blah, blah. But people, like, are you guys forgetting that there's a bigger picture to all of this? This is all setting the stages for bigger, like the huge events, like the Avengers 5 movie, which I don't know if it's going to be even called King Dynasty anymore. I don't know what is going on with that. I don't want to know because a lot of these channels are like clickbait and they really don't know what the heck they're talking about. They're all rumors and they're just trying to get views. So I completely stopped watching those, no matter how curious I am, and I'm very curious. But it's just like, I can't believe anything anymore until I see it with my own eyes released by Marvel, like a trailer or something like that, you know? Like, I would never have believed that there was a Deadpool and Wolverine movie coming out had it not been Hugh Jackman or Marvel or Sony or Fox or Ryan Reynolds posting it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how good the source was. I wouldn't have believed it. It's just too many rumors, too many clickbait, too many people wanting just views, you know? So there is a bigger picture to all of this. Like, there is a reason for there being a show for this character. There's a reason for there being a movie for this character, you know? And it's all just gonna, hopefully, like, crossing my fingers to Kevin Feige, that it's just all gonna flow and make sense somewhat, you know? Like I said, every character is not for you. Every show, every movie is not gonna be for you. Like, it's just not the reality. So you can expect to like She-Hulk and Moon Knight and Ms. Marvel and the Marvels, and you can expect to also like Deadpool and Wolverine all at the same time, you know? There's a bigger picture to all of this. And I think also another thing is didn't a lot of people complain that this character should get their solo series, this person deserves a solo series, this person deserves a movie, this person, and then when they do it, like, none of you are happy about it. Very, very few of you are probably happy about it. It's just like, there's like infinite possibilities of how the script can be written for a movie or a show, you know? It's not the end of the world that it's not exactly how you wanted it, you know? But I know how you would feel. I know how you would feel if something that's a team like the X-Men that's really, really close to me, and then like they make it like horrible or like not accurate at all to the characters or to whatever. Obviously it's upsetting, but like, once again, it's not, one thing is not for everybody, you guys. Like, not everyone's gonna like the same character. I can just keep going on about it, but if there's a bigger picture, you know, hopefully it all makes sense in the end, and that's that. So I was very excited when I heard the rumor that Aubrey Plaza was in the show. Obviously, I didn't believe it at first, but I was like, that would be so cool, because it would be nice if Elizabeth Olsen came back, because Aubrey Plaza and Elizabeth Olsen worked so good together in the movie Ingrid Goes West. It's one of my favorite movies. And so it would be so funny to see them again together. And this time, like, really hating each other, because Aubrey Plaza's character is someone that really does not like Scarlet Witch. She also does not like Agatha Harkness's character at all. So I think she's kind of manipulating Agatha in this as well, or pretending to be her friend or whatever. I don't know what's going on with it, with what the trailer is showing. But according to the research I've done, Aubrey Plaza's character is not on Agatha's side or Wanda Maximoff's side. I don't know if, from watching the trailer, if that body is actually Wanda Maximoff, or if Agatha is hallucinating that it's Wanda, and she's just like kind of going crazy from the spell that Wanda put on her. But I've seen so many rumors on TikTok that, like, people in the comments saying that they believe Wanda from 616 Universe, which is our Nexus Scarlet Witch, switched souls, or I guess you could say switched bodies, with the 818. No, what was it? 838? What universe is the other one from? 818? I don't know. 800 something. The one from Multiverse, the good one. Apparently, they like switch bodies or something. That's like a theory. I don't know. But all I know is that Marvel would be very, very dumb to kill off one of the most powerful characters in all of Marvel character like lists, you know? Obviously there's a ton of characters more powerful than her. Like there's tons of characters, entities, consciousnesses, thought forms, beings like that, you know? But they would be, sorry, I'm just popping my neck. They would be really dumb to not continue her. The fans love her. I love her character. And she plays it really, really good. I feel like every project her character was in, it got so much better. Each and every, like she really became her own version of the character. Because to be honest, I don't think Elizabeth Olsen is Scarlet Witch in the comics. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the Scarlet Witch character of the comics. I think she gave Scarlet Witch a different feel to the character, and I love her own self that she put into the character. Does that make sense? I don't think she's anything like the comic book character, but I like how she is in the MCU. I like her being in the MCU made me like Scarlet Witch more. Does that make sense? Like she made me like the character a lot, even though I like the character's powers and like what she could do. She gave the character, I think she gave the character like life, to be honest. Like she gave it something new. She gave it something that I liked. And you can really tell that there's an evolution with her in the MCU, and I just like love it so much. I don't know why I'm ranting about that, but I just like really appreciate just how good Elizabeth Olsen's acting is. Like I love her acting a lot. WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness was just so good. Like there's really no line that she can deliver that's like cheesy. It's crazy. Like it really takes a great actor to be able to do that, and she can really deliver that. There's some things though that I think from the theories that I saw on TikTok. I saw people saying that oh, I'm like, where's my water? It's right there. I heard people saying that Agatha is being like mind controlled a little bit because Wanda is in the Witch's Road. And she's probably like trapped by like Chthon or like Mephisto somehow. I don't know how that would have happened. Since the Darkhold was destroyed in every universe, I think. But apparently the rumor is that like Wanda needs Agatha's help to release her from whoever's trapped her. And you know, it would have been so cool. And oh yeah, and she's trying to like resurrect Wanda or something like that. The whole point of the show is that apparently the rumor is that they're trying to resurrect Wanda. I don't know why Agatha would want to, unless she's being manipulated and mind controlled, which Scarlet Witch could easily do, because look at what she did to Professor Xavier. What was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. But something, oh yeah, so I remember now. What would have been really cool is if they had already launched the Fantastic Four movie and had Dr. Doom be the one that is holding Scarlet Witch hostage, because that's kind of what happens. Well, he kind of manipulates her. What's it called? The Avengers Crusade or something like that. I forgot what the oh my gosh, don't hate me. I forgot what the series was called. Crusade, The Last Crusade, or something like that. Like, I forgot what it was called, but it's the part where Doctor Doom like falls in love with Wanda and he like manipulates her and like all this stuff. That would have been so good. Better than Mephisto and Chthon, maybe. Actually, no, I probably would have preferred Mephisto and Chthon. There is a freaking demon in the trailer that literally looks like Mephisto, and it actually looks like the scariest thing that Marvel has like ever released. It looks like a straight up like evil movie, like a possession movie. But I don't think that was Mephisto. That looks just like a scary freaking demon, like for real, like scarier than anything that was in Multiverse of Madness. I feel like so much crazy witchy stuff is gonna happen. It's kind of giving me like American Horror Story Coven, but like Disney-ified with a lot of powers and stuff. It's just gonna be crazy, and I can see it being really, really dark. Like there was that part where Agatha has like blood all over her face. Like, what happened there? Like, that's crazy. Like Disney and Marvel don't really do that, but they're really going out at it with the spookiness and the horror element, especially because it's coming out in like Halloween time, kind of in the fall. I'm very intrigued by, I already read all that. I'm really intrigued by Aubrey Plaza's character, because her name is Rio Vidal, or Vidal, I don't know how to pronounce it. Vidal, I don't know. I really don't know. Apparently the character was created just for the MCU, and it's not an actual character in the comics. But the closest person that they could find that's similar to that in the comics is someone named Diane or Deanne, I don't know how to pronounce it. Also known as Emerald Warlock. I have no idea who that is. I googled photos of them and they look pretty cool, but it's like a gender swapped, and I think also like a race swap or something like that, people were saying. Once again, I've never read anything with this character. I've just googled it and I was like, I've never seen this person. I don't know who it is. They kind of look like Nightmare a little bit, but like if Nightmare were to look like a normal person. Do you know what I mean? Kind of. So this character is like new, and I have like nothing. There's like nothing to know about them. Like I have no idea what the heck they have to bring to the table, but I know they're gonna definitely stir up some stuff. And I just really want Elizabeth Olsen to be back. Like, she needs to be in Secret Wars. She needs to be in Avengers 5. She needs to do crazy things with Billy, and then when Billy marries Hulkling, like that's gonna be like cinema history right there, because that's just gonna be crazy, you guys. What else? I really want them to make a Young Avengers movie. It would be so cool if they used the villain from the Young Avengers series. You know who I'm talking about? That parasitic mom. That would be so sick. That would be so sick if they like identically copied a lot of the panels from it. Oh, it would be so cool. It would be so cool to show Billy's like multiversal powers that he has. He comes out of the comic strips, you guys. Like, he literally floats above the storylines, the story panels. I don't even know if Miss Wanda can do that, but she eats either way, so it's fine. But I really want Elizabeth Olsen to come back. She has a huge fan base. I probably see a Scarlet Witch fan edit on TikTok maybe like once every other day. Like, that's how relevant she still is on my feed, because I can't like not like it, because like no matter how many different edits there are of her, like they're all so good. And it's just like, wow, it really makes me appreciate Multiverse of Madness even more. Like, the stills are like so good. Like, every angle of her character in that movie is just like so good. Like, makeup's on point, outfits on point. And people also mentioned that one of the screen grabs in the trailer, you can kind of see like Wanda's hands. It looks like Wanda's hands like hugging a tree. But it's not hugging a tree. I think she's just trying to come out of the tree or something like that. Maybe it's an illusion. Maybe it's a nightmare. Maybe it's Aubrey Plaza's character creating like mental games at her or something like that. I don't know. But it just looks like so fun and I'm so excited. But I don't want to read anything. I don't want to watch any videos about it because I don't even want to know the Easter eggs, to be honest. I just want to watch the show like everyone else. And I want to be surprised and I want to enjoy it just like everyone else. Does that make sense? Like I just want to enjoy it and be surprised at things. I don't want to know everything beforehand anymore. I don't want to know the Easter eggs from the trailer. It just like takes away the pizzazz now. Like I used to do that a lot for movie trailers. Like this, you miss this? You missed this? This was that. It's just like, okay, cool. But like, can I know that after I watch the whole show? You know, like after I watched the whole show and then I didn't get that part. I didn't get that Easter egg. I didn't see this Easter egg. I didn't see this Easter egg. It's better after the fact because it doesn't give you like expectations to put the show on like an even more of a pedestal. It's just like, you're just watching this and you're enjoying it. And then if you get surprised, you get surprised. If you don't. And it's just like, I don't want to do that to myself anymore. I don't want to upset myself and my expectations. So I'm going to watch it like a normal human being. And I really hope that she comes back. If she doesn't come back in the show, which I hope she does, then if she doesn't come back for the show, then I really hope she does come back for Avengers 5. Because that's the only other thing that would make sense for her to come back for. Or I think I told you guys this on TikTok before, like way before. Or the other time that she can come back, and you know some of you are thinking this too. The other time that she can come back too is in the Fantastic Four movie. Why? I know it's going to be a different universe, the Fantastic Four movie, than the one we saw in Multiverse. But knowing the Fantastic Four, I love the Fantastic Four so much. Not as much as the X-Men though. Knowing the Fantastic Four go to like the negative zone and like, you know, Reed Richards loves to play with his parallel versions in other universes. And he creates that bridge in one of Jonathan Hickman's incredible storyline series. Knowing that he can do that because he's a freaking genius, and knowing that he's related to Kang too. Kang is his father. Like there's bound to be somewhat a connection, I think, if Marvel is doing this correctly, in my mind. There's got to be a way for the whatever universe number that we're going to get of the Fantastic Four, for them to contact, or for them to be contacted by the 818 or 838 universe of the Wanda that killed that Reed Richards. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe they seek help from another universe, which is the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out. And they kind of buddy up, both universal versions of themselves, multiversal versions of themselves, and try to get revenge on the Scarlet Witch or something like that. And then just like chaos breaks loose because maybe the souls switch, they switch bodies of the two Scarlet Witches. I don't know, like there's so much potential there, you guys. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that would be so good for her to return back in. I know Sue Storm is going to want revenge for Scarlet Witch killing her husband. So I think Invisible Woman is probably going to contact another universe, depending on how advanced. Well, that universe was advanced because they knew about the multiverse, the one in Multiverse of Madness, the one that was part of the Illuminati. I think that Invisible Woman from that universe should contact the Fantastic Four team that's going to be in the MCU universe in the solo movie. It's so confusing. In the solo movie, and I think they should like team up to try to fight against Wanda because she's going to want revenge for Scarlet Witch killing her husband. But I definitely don't think Invisible Woman stands a chance against Wanda. Like, there's no way her force fields are stronger than anything that Wanda can do. Like, Wanda can reality warp. Like, it's an easy loss. Like, it's an easy loss for Invisible Woman. It's an easy win for Scarlet Witch. Like, duh. because she can bend reality at her will. And if anything, like, even if Invisible Woman's invisible, like, I'm pretty sure all Elizabeth Olsen has to do is close her eyes and just search for the closest mind to her, like, from astral projecting, and she could fucking find her, like, so easily through just doing that. Wouldn't that be so good? Like, I'm so good. Like, I'm like, my ideas are so good for how Wanda should come back. So, like that, through the Fantastic Four. And then, but, like, what doesn't make sense is, like, the fact that the Fantastic Four hasn't even been, like, fully established in the MCU yet. In the Fox universe, they have, but not in the MCU. So I would have really liked that to have come out, and then Agatha, maybe, like, the same year. And then we can have, like, Dr. Doom, like, holding her hostage. And then, like, he's trying to, like, manipulate her to fall in love with him because he loves her so much. They're both so insanely powerful. They're literally, the two of them can easily wipe out the Avengers. Literally, the two of them could probably easily wipe out the X-Men as well. Unless Phoenix is, like, Phoenix or Dark Phoenix, then they can't. But if it's just, like, the X-Men without Jean, then Dr. Doom and Wanda together, like, wipe them out, like, clearly. Like, they're cleared. Like, there's no arguing that. Like, you actually cannot argue with me on that, because there's just, like, no way. So that would have been the perfect plan, like, to introduce her like that. And then they're all trying to, like, look for the Scarlet Witch, and, like, they end up finding out that she's, like, manipulated by Dr. Doom. And then both of the universes of Fantastic Four do some crazy things where it kind of starts to become, like, the Crusade. I think it's called the Last Crusade or the Lost Crusade. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. The Last Crusade or something like that. I'm just going to call it the Crusade, whatever. That mixed with Secret Wars by Jonathan Hickman, and then it becomes, like, a big old mess. Like, a big old mess. Like, they're trying to get revenge on Wanda because Wanda killed Reed Richards from that universe, and then the other Fantastic Four, like, doesn't want that to happen to their Reed Richards or their team. Or, yeah. Does that make sense? It's a lot to unpack. Wow. It's because I'm, like, very visual. Like, my imagination is very, like, very powerful. And so I can see it playing, like, a movie, like, so well in my head. And it just, like, makes so much sense. And, like, everybody would, like, die for it. Like, Wanda has such a huge fan base, you guys. Like, I don't even know if Kevin Feige knows this, or if Marvel knows just how big of a fan base she has. Did you guys see the comments on TikTok and the comments on YouTube on the trailer? Everyone is like, bring Mother back, bring Mother back, bring Mama back, bring Mother Wanda back. I agree. Like, I agree. Like, she kind of was carrying the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And she, like, slays doing it. Like, she does it so well. So, yeah, it would be very dumb for them to not resurrect her. For all I know, for all I care, she can resurrect herself at that point, because I think she does it a lot in the comics too. And so, oh, and it would be nice if she had a new costume too. I love the fact that they just keep changing her costume. I think it's very smart to not keep the same costume. Every project, maybe even multiple costume changes within one project too, is a great idea, because all the wonderful and amazing artists that spend so much time designing costumes can have their costumes be portrayed to the whole world on the big screen or on TV, on Disney Plus. Because there's so many good outfits out there, and they all deserve the love that the main ones get. So I think a queen like Scarlet Witch should be getting multiple outfit changes. And I think on the show for Agatha, they should definitely go for the... Did you guys read the Art of the Multiverse of Madness book? That one shows, like, the artwork that they didn't use, like, where Wanda looks like a demon and she looks very, very freaking scary. They said it was, like, too much for I don't know, what was it, a PG-13 movie? I don't know what it was. But they said it was, like, too much but I think it's appropriate for this show. Like, they're already freaking showing full-on demons and, like, blood all over people's faces, so... And the Ouija board, that one's a little too much. To be honest, that one, like, they didn't really have to do that. That's going to encourage too many people to want to do that. So, especially because Disney, like, they have a huge audience. I think that was a bad move. I don't know the context of what they're using that for, but it sounds like they're trying to bring back someone's spirit. I don't know if it's Wanda's, but I hope it's Wanda's at least, you know. But it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy show. I don't know if it's the people that made WandaVision. I might be. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know. But if it is, I think they won't let us down because WandaVision was the best show that Marvel has come out with. Loki was the second best show. Loki was so good to me. I don't even like Loki as a character, but the Loki show was so good. Like, wow. It was like such a shocker because, like I said, I don't like Loki like at all, but the WandaVision show was such a breath of fresh air because it was so different from anything anyone has ever put out in television in general. And then the Loki show came out and I was like, another breath of fresh air? Wow, like back to back? Who's in the writer's room? Because I want to be a part of that writer's room because you guys are amazing. Like, the writer's room for WandaVision and the writer's room for Loki season 1 and season 2, you guys were really good. I do have to say, I don't want this to be about Loki, but I just have to say really quick, Loki season 2 kind of disappointed a little bit in the fact that the end of season 1 sets up Kang to feel like the most dangerous threat to the multiverse, the most sinister, ominous force to be reckoned with. And then season 2 comes and then we deal with his goofy self, and it's just like, we wanted like the most evil version of Kang to come out. Like, we wanted the most like evil version of Kang to come out and we got the goofy one. That's the only part I didn't like. Other than that, it was really, really good. So that was that. What do you guys think about the Agatha trailer? This was just a teaser too, so I know there's a full trailer coming out soon. For a teaser trailer to be 2 minutes and like 30 seconds, it's quite long. Because teaser trailers are usually like 50 seconds, maybe not even a minute. So I can only imagine how long the actual trailer is going to be. What else do I have to say? I don't know who the other witches are in her coven. And just so you guys know, a lot of people don't know this. If you've read the comics, you do know this. Agatha Harkness and Scarlet Witch, from the comics I've read, they are friends. From the comics that I've read. Maybe there's some comic storylines where they're not friends and they're probably enemies, but from the ones I've read, they're friends. Now, I can understand them being frenemies as well. Like, sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're enemies. Kind of like Agatha could kind of be like an anti-hero, but I think Marvel is definitely steering her into the direction of villain, like 100% villain. Betraying you by being friendly to you first, and then like, yeah, like actually no, like I actually hate your guts, but I was trying to be your friend so that I can, smuggle my way into your life. So that's very Agatha, that the MCU is portraying. And then also, a lot of you guys don't know this, but Agatha Harkness is the nanny or like babysitter for the Franklin Richards and what is the girl's name? I forgot her name. Franklin Richards and his sister, the two kids of Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic and Fantastic Four. So I want to know how that plays out, and I really need her to be the babysitter for them too. And I want her to be friendly to them as well, and I want her to betray them as well because I want to see that on screen. That would be so good to watch. That'd be very good to watch. You guys, my ideas are so good. Someone get me into the writer's room for that. Wow. I can see that as a movie right now. Okay, I'm going to stop the video. What do you guys think about the trailer? What do you guys think about my theories for the show and what's going to happen. Give me your theories in the bottom, in the comments, and I will read them and respond to them.